Hello Virgos and welcome to your March 2024 reading. It's going to be a good month for you, my beautiful Virgos. I think maybe the last full moon in your sign enlightened certain things for you because this is going to be a very strong month. And of course, the month of March, we have the equinox around the 21st, 22nd, that Ostara bringing life back in this balanced time of the year where shadow and light are balanced, life coming back. We have the new moon in Pisces, and we have the full moon in Libra. So Libra again with an eclipse. So Libra again with the balance, that will be around the 25th. So just that period between the 21st and the 25th will be very charged with bringing what is unbalanced to be balanced. So full moon always shines on what was hidden, and the eclipse allows us to break a cycle. So very good month. All right, first card to come up and meditate on your energy, and there is the Knight of Wands. So you come in full of energy. It's in the here and now. We're energetic, and you're probably feeling it at the beginning of the month. You know, like, all right, kind of that gain of energy. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is beautiful because that's the balance where we're in a state where we're allowing ourselves to receive. We don't feel we're owing anything or that we have to deserve or sacrifice. We can receive unconditionally and give in the same state, knowing that what I do, it is not to be a better person or whatever. I do out of my overflow because I enjoy it and I'm in my higher self. I am building my reality. So just this is, I am in the here and now in a balanced state, building my inspiration, my aspiration, the reality that I want to grow. Beautiful. Under our Knight of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles. So that's your masculine side, Virgo. That's the part of you that finds the easy solutions, that can manage this pentacle world, that, you know, is ruled by Venus here, the King of Pentacles. He knows how to bring beauty, appreciation, comfort, nurturing, worth to his life. He knows how to do it. He knows how to engage himself. And so here we have maybe the fiery fleetingness of the Knight, but it's grounded, solidified by the King of Pentacles. And under that, we have the Tower. So, and the Tower in reverse. So when the Tower is in reverse, this is more like something probably happened around you, or, you know, sometimes we're witnessing something that is so caricatural that it becomes obvious, and we see ourselves, and it allows us to realize something without having to destroy anything around us. Or if we do destroy it, we destroy it on our own terms. And here, this is a realization about commitment, engagement, solidity, support, and here it's almost like, yes, I have what it takes and I'm gonna go and do it. Under our Six of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands. I'm not just gonna do it, I'm gonna attract it towards me at the same time. Eight of Wands. This is being in the flow with the universe. I'm attracting it, I'm going for it. I come from an infinite universe that is supporting me, so therefore I make a move, it makes a move, and I attract it, at the same time. So this is high speed manifesting. Under our manifesting whatever you want to build here, Three of Pentacles. Under that, we have the King of Cups on the side and the Four of Wands. So on the Four of Wands, that's the state of being that everything is on the surface. Nothing is happening behind the scenes. You can go towards these people that want to rejoice with you. I know the universe rejoices with me when I have success, my friends, the people around me. And if they don't, then they are not my friends. That's a passage towards that like-minded universe that will vibrate like that, where things are in the flow, balanced. I can build, it is solid, I'm getting rid of whatever wasn't. The fact that the King of Cups is a bit on the side, we can see it as maybe there's still old waters that are going to appear. We are in Pisces, and Pisces will give us access to all the depths of the ocean. We'll see. Let's clarify this for you, Virgos. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos for the month of March 2024. March 2024. All right, Knight of Wands. Okay. All right. So, well, there's packs and packs, but we have the Pope. So, Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles, and it kind of opened on the King of Swords in reverse. That might be what is crumbling. Maybe you uncover lies that you tell to yourself, lack of integrity outside of you, something on that level. The Pope, though, the Pope is amazing, because the Pope is that sovereignty of I understand the spiritual meaning behind things. And therefore, I have the sovereignty on what I allow and do not allow. So, let's look at that King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And that's what, and with you in reverse. So here, what is crumbling is an old cycle where maybe you didn't trust your own inner voice. You didn't trust your value or your spiritual sovereignty. And now, finally, this is going to crumble. That old 10 years, 20 years, depending on you, you're activating your King of Pentacles. Yes, I can build my next 10 years. I'm going to use my know-how. The nice thing about the Knight of Wands is in the here and now. He's not in the past. He's not referring to what is experienced as what is possible for him. He follows his fire. He follows his soul. Let's look at the Tower. Let's look at the Tower, Spirit. All right. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. You're realizing that in order to turn your Wheel of Fortune, because when the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, that's when we're not understanding, and the thing is just getting worse and worse and worse. We're reliving the same story, but it's just getting worse. There's something I have to understand in there, but I'm disconnected from my inner light of the Hermit. That's why that Pope is essential. Eight of Cups in reverse, this is when my old baggage that I should be leaving behind is actually drowning me. Tower. Maybe you're seeing it and you're realizing you're doing the same thing. Maybe that last full moon in your sign kind of showed you something about that. Okay? Because this is a card that's under the moon. So that means that, realizing, seeing what needs to be left behind. Let's look at that Six of Pentacles. So the Pope is going to have the power over that. Let's see. Six of Pentacles for Virgos. Ooh, all right. Okay. So I have a repeat of the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups in reverse. You might be leaving behind people that did not support you, or understanding that if your cups are in reverse, you're not receiving anything. Here is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is when we have a hard time receiving water, love, or even allowing ourselves to follow our heart. The Knight of Wands here is kind of going to crash all of this. Queen of Wands. Here's your card that kind of reversed. Now it's upright. So now you see and you're conscious of that, but your wisdom, your intelligence ruled by, Mercury, so you have access to the intelligence of the logos, makes you understand this. So that's probably the remnants of what I didn't receive, all the love I didn't receive, or from what I was bringing, or not incapacity to receive from the people that maybe wanted to offer. All of this, now you're understanding it. The Hermit with the Queen of Wands, it's a realignment of the energies. There's something, though, that needs to be forgiven, turn the page on. You seem to be leaving behind or trying to leave behind an old cycle, but we need to become in peace with that old cycle. If not, our waters will not be grounded. Eight of Wands. So you're making moves, you're in the flow, you're following your inner light during the month. Tower. So that starts with a tower in reverse and then it becomes an upper tower, but this will allow you, lovers, to make a decision between what am I envisioning really. The tower will bring down the old anxiety demons of how is this going to happen, because the past 10 years weren't so great. I never was able to actually bring what I love. So the lovers here, it's that inspired decision in the flow of where you're supposed to go. So there's this propulsion for you, Virgos. Let's look at that Three of Pentacles. a big propulsion, but at the same time, you're kind of realizing things on the side here. 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Sword. Ace of Sword with, see, there's the understanding. Ace of Sword with the Ace of Cup in reverse. It's like, I get it. Why that cup was not accessible. But now I can see it coming. So see that the cups here are stumbling a bit because they're trying to really make you leave behind your reference of what you've known when it comes to love, being offered love, following your heart, everything around that. Let's look at that King of Cups. That's why he's on the side. Ah, yeah, very karmic. Okay, so the Devil, 10 of Wands, 5 of Sword. If my water is not cleared, the deductions I pulled from my sadnesses, traumas, heartaches, vibrations. Here, 5 of Sword. This is Venus in Aquarius. And when Aquarius forgets that he is a spark of the divine, having a human experience, and that the uniqueness that he is a million times supported by the divine to come and exalt itself here as a part of this world. That's why the community part and all of that. But the knowledge of his uniqueness is essential in this process. 7 of Swords, this is when Venus arrives there and Aquarius forgot about his divine self. And so he only remembers the heartaches, the troubles, and the conclusions he drew from that. And he's actually using that to prevent himself from actually following his aspiration. And that is very karmic. It's because of all the old baggage you're carrying. And that is what, when it comes to your ambition, to what you want to build, Venus has to be exalted in you. You have to be grounded emotionally in order to make it happen. In order to make you go invest in you and all of that. So during the month you have this, all right, it's working and all of that. And you might have a shakeup when it comes to, do I love myself enough to actually invest in me all the way? You might have a bit of Saturn, and Saturn I think is going into Pisces, or if it's already there or whatever, but stirring up old karmic beliefs around that. And that's where that 4 of Wands come. Because at one point, do I want to remain there, or do I want to actually cross on the other side? Do I want to let my old waters guide, direct what is possible for me or not? Or do I want to just, by bringing me anxiety and things like that? Or do I want to continue my movement forward? On the other side, I continue, and this prevents me from taking the threshold, crossing the threshold into that state of being. And so it's either I believe him that the waters of what I've lived is the only reality possible for me, or not. And you're going to be confronted with that at the end of the month. And that's why I think that full moon eclipse in Libra here, ruled by Venus again, is going to be like, okay, the principality of unconditional love and abundance has to be exalted in me. It has to be, yes, this is what I'm choosing. I'm leaving the rest behind. Because you will be like this month. So, if something hooks you at the end of the month, it's that. It's the leftover waters. So you can release them. All right? So, going with the flow. That's what I'm going to call it. Going with the flow. And so when you hit a wave, look at it and choose to release it. All right? On this, my beautiful Virgos, I am sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, easy website right below in the plus section. You have the link. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon, full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape and form that is the most beneficial for your better path. On that, namaste. Have an amazing spring, Ostara, equinox, and I'll see you next month.